Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Around the Creek podcast. As always, I'm Elijah.
Aiden.
And I'm Owen.
So today we're going to be talking about the episode Dragon. It's ranked what on IMDb? Number what?
Let's see. It is ranked.
Because it used to be
Out
like
of
2
the
or 3 at one point,
194 Bluey episodes, it is. Oh, can we?
Is it top 10?
right? It is top
I'm
10.
gonna be
I'm gonna
No,
be
it is top 10. Yeah.
That's
hold on.
ridiculous.
That's why I brought it up, because no, this episode's good.
it
It's a good
is-
episode, but top 10, I don't know.
It's number 9.
Number 9? Yeah.
Yep.
You know that
Uh,
Rug Island and Flatpack aren't even on the list.
Somehow Fairy Tale is
And-
right in front of it.
Like,
Fairy
Barky
Tale's a
Boats?
much better episode. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm saying it should be higher.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, that.
It's weird how people like rank episodes, because like Barky Boats is like drowned in the bottom of the sea, whereas like Dragon, which is also a good episode, it should be in the
It's
top
not
25%.
The top
course,
3, I'm
but-
kind of happy about it. It's Sleepy Time, The Sign, and Cricket.
That's fair. That is valid.
Wait, no. Wait. Did my title get taken from me? Did my beautiful, glorious title that
Here's the
I check
thing.
every day about?
People are saying
Yeah,
that the
taken away from
Sign
it.
is better than Sleepy Time, which I disagree with.
Mm,
Oh my god! Wait,
that end sequence though.
hold on, people.
It's good.
Hold
but
on,
it's not better
people.
than Sleepy Time. What?
Hold on, people.
Yeah.
You're gonna be happy about this. I actually didn't know this. Third, Cricket. Second, The Sign.
Mm-hmm.
First, Sleepy Time.
Yeah,
Didn't I
that's,
just say
that's
that?
valid.
Did you say that?
You
Yeah.
didn't put them in order though. He said them, but
yeah,
not in order.
exactly.
No,
You said
yes, I
them.
did. I said Sleepy Time, The Sign.
No, but you- Okay, but
Cricket.
you're saying from the other way.
You did indeed mention them all, but not
You did.
yeah, not
I put
quite
them in order.
exactly in order. So
Whatever. I said it close enough.
people are saying Sleepy Time's better than The Sign, but the reason why I defend Sleepy Time as being better, even though Owen, you're right, the end sequence is really, really good.
I
That was
didn't-
my
But
line.
Sleepy Time from beginning to end was like
Correct.
perfectly
You are
orchestrated
correct.
with the music, with the animation,
I don't
with
know.
the things representing different things. It's a lot more profound when an episode can be short but put so much into that episode, whereas The Sign was good, but it was also 24 minutes, so it had a lot more time to prove itself. Whereas Sleepy Time, just with the 7 minutes it was given, perfect for being an
Yeah.
end.
I just
You're
felt
correct.
more. I just felt more emotion from The Sign.
I think I haven't watched Sleepy Time. I've actually been like avoiding it because I'm just sad.
Yeah.
But I think the last time I saw Sleepy Time was like, oh my god, 4 months ago.
Yeah,
It's
probably
been
well.
a long. I think it's been longer because I don't want to lose the feeling that I get when I watch it, and I'm worried every time I watch it, I'm not going to get the same thing.
I think
But
no matter what,
I
the
have.
episode Sleepy Time is always a very potent episode, just because when you really think about it, it's good. No matter if you're like crying tears by the end of it or not, you can still, understand and enjoy the episode for how it is. But back to Dragon, and
Dragon, yeah, the episode.
the
we're
reason I
talking
think
about.
it's ranked so highly is probably because the animation style is really unique, which we like.
Yes,
We like unique animation styles. There's a little bit of
I
emotion
say-
and story for Chili.
I will say.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say this is probably the best episode in terms of animation. Wrong. Escape is the best episode in terms of
Oh,
animation.
Escape is
That's
just
such
this
a good
episode on
episode.
on multiple steroids.
I
That's
regret.
such a good episode.
Yeah, no, it's a great episode.
You get the best character ever, Jerry Lee.
Jerry Lee, our butler.
Jerry Lee,
Jerry
the butler,
Lee.
exactly.
Mm-hmm. But back to this. I think you're right that people. I think it like speaks closer to a lot
It
of
had more
people.
emotional weight. When you add emotional weight to
Yeah.
episodes, that always does elevate it and
Of course.
favor the fans, because we are invested in the characters of Bluey and the stories behind them. And of course, we learn a lot about Chili and Chili's mom, and it is a very inspiring story to keep at something, because
I do like that. I do
there's
like
a
the
lot
way
of
they
times
do
you
it,
want to quit,
especially.
but you're doing good for this sort of thing, but
That's a
know?
great message that more
Yeah.
people should realize. It's like, you're not gonna be perfect right away. Everyone knows that, but they still are dejected by it.
Yeah.
So, it's just it's a nice, like, way of saying it because, like, there are a bunch of kids, I bet, who are watching that episode who have felt like they're not doing well, and
Yeah.
it's just nice
You
to
always have to look from a
give
bigger
that out.
overview because you
Yeah,
may
yeah.
not be at the point where you want to be, but it's a good start.
Mhm.
And a good example is that this past, well, mostly today, I was doing a lot of college algebra, and things were making sense.
Fun!
And you know what my professor said? This is, and we're doing third degree trinomials with like numbers in the hundreds. So this is not some easy math work. But I emailed my professor about it, and he replied with, "This is not eighth degree. Oh gosh, this is eighth grade
Yeah.
work," and I'm like, "No, it's not. We just barely touched on this in Algebra 2. No one is doing
I
this in eighth grade."
hate it when teachers say that. It's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is stuff you learn in grade 5."
Yeah, I honestly
But
don't.
no, we
I
did
never
not.
learned that in 8th grade, so.
I've heard people say like, "Oh, you should have learned division in like grade 3."
I
think
did.
we
I actually
scrapped
did.
the
Yeah, I did.
okay.
I did.
I scrapped the surface of division in
No, I
grade
did scratch the
6.
surface. It was the surface, but we did
It
learn
was surface
division.
level, but we did learn it.
Yeah.
I still don't know division. I'm not
I am the
taking
king
math
of long
next
division.
year.
But
Long division's easy.
the thing I'm trying to carry over here is that I just knocked over
nice.
my math binder, which I'm
That was
taking
a ni-
notes because it's been frustrating. So notes help. Take notes, kids, even if you don't think you're gonna use them. But
That was a nice pun, by the way.
what? I made a pun?
You said because you were talking about long division and you said taking it over here because you have to take over the numbers.
That was very loose, but I mean, I guess
Is
you're
that
technically
true?
right.
Am I correct?
No,
or am I
you do
dumb?
carry numbers across in long division. I mean, depending
I
on how you do
didn't-
it, yeah.
I think that's how it go, but I
But
don't know.
speaking about school,
Yeah.
starting our last year.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Last
Oh my
year of,
god.
high school.
Yeah. Oh
I don't
boy.
like that.
Here's the crazy thing. It
don't
seems like the
either.
workload's gonna be worse than last year, which is not great. So now I'm gonna reduce my hours in my job because
I
it's too
don't
much.
know. I have no idea what I'm gonna do this year. Last year, I was like, okay, I want to do like clubs. I want to do this. The main thing I was trying to do from the very start of the school year is not gonna happen. I'm not gonna go into that.
Mhm.
And I had no backup plan because I really didn't think it would ever happen. So I have no idea what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I
I'm
have a
just gonna
general
go with
idea,
the year.
but the
I'm
thing
gonna
is,
try and be like friendly to people and just like be out there more this year because I like being out there.
Friendship.
Not
gonna
in that
be-
way, more like you looking through the yearbook and you're like, "Oh, I know that guy." Kind of thing. Like everyone in the school.
I isolate myself. You two are like my friend group is very small. It's like you two and two other people, and so that's
Really?
it's how I keep my sanity. I keep my friend group small. Yeah, I do.
That's fair.
Wow. I didn't know that.
So I have two friends that live close by. Yeah.
Mhm.
Beyond that, the rest of them are online, and there's not many of them online either. Not anymore.
Mhm.
You just have an entire army of British men. that
It's
were-
very nice to hear that we are a part of your very small group.
Yes.
Yes.
There's crazy enough, even though we haven't done a podcast and call each other in like months, that we're still
Yeah, it's been
we
a
can
little
just
bit.
pick up.
I think it's been a month.
It has probably been a month. Yeah, that's fine. You just pick things up and go
It's
back to
so
the way it was
funny
going.
because the last episode we were like, we're trying to get better and
We're trying to get
consistent,
better and
and-
consistent,
and we took a
and then
month break.
Now that school is here, I'm sure it'll be maybe a little bit more consistent.
Really?
possibly we were more consistent in
Maybe.
the school year than we were in the summer. Ironically,
That's true
Yeah.
because we have like, it's like our break.
because Elijah
During
doesn't
summer,
really work.
You just have a break.
I don't work. Yeah,
I don't work at all.
You don't work at
I get
all.
home-
And I'm reducing my hours this year. I'm gonna work only Friday and Saturday nights, so I'm gonna be free
Yes.
Monday.
Next year,
Sunday
next
through-
year's gonna
For
be
the
an
grind.
entirely different story.
Yeah,
For the grind of the podcast.
We don't
for
know
the
what
grind
we're
of a
gonna do next
podcast.
year, but we'll figure it out when we get there.
We'll figure it out. But we keep going. And we kept it
Mhm.
going for well over a year, so
We'll see
we
where
still
it
thriving.
leads.
But
Anyway.
back to Dragon. I
I'm
think
still
the point I was
studying.
making when I was talking about Call of Duty, I just finished that up, was
All
that
right.
I got really, really upset that like this was because I knew for a fact like, oh brother, this is not 8th grade work, and I think I sent it to Elijah, so he knows exactly what it was, and he can attest
Yeah.
that is not 8th grade work. He saw that was like, ah nah brother, I ain't touching
I'm gonna
that.
look at it. I'm gonna look
Yeah,
at
if you
it.
scroll up, you should be able to
What
find
the
it.
heck?
Yeah. So it took me
D?
2 hours to figure that out. I eventually emailed my professor, and eventually I figured it out. And the next problem was very similar, and I crushed that in like 10 minutes.
Nice.
So it's a win. I'm learning. I'm growing. But just like there's a very strong urge to just quit when something doesn't go right immediately, especially with me, because I want to either
I
pick it
get
up
that.
immediately and make progress at the start, or I just kind of give up and
Yeah.
put it away, which is a problem for sure. Instead of like ranting about it, just stay focused, calm down, and put your mind to it, and pen to the board, or pen to the
Mm.
paper,
Yeah.
or pencil, this situation. But that is the message that Dragon conveys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think that's a big part of this episode. It's also about like letting things go. I think is a big part of this episode as well because Chili letting the horse, aka
I wouldn't
her
say
mom.
letting things go, but more moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Yeah, you're right.
So there's two different sides
Yeah,
of it, I
that's
guess. Because it's
Yeah.
holding on to things and then also being able to let it go.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, with Chili, the dragon, the horse being her mom in this sense, like,
Mhm.
and then her taking off the saddle and letting her fly into the distance. We'll talk about that a bit later because I do love that scene. But
Let's talk about the animation, or I guess the animation styles we're talking like,
mhm,
in the way that it's animated, but I guess the drawing styles of the different
different for every
characters,
character.
yes. Because you
Yeah.
have Bandit drawing his character with stick legs, and well, I guess all of them have stick legs, I'm pretty sure.
What I love,
But he's got the
is-
muscular arms, and it's just black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I love is that it's not only different drawing styles, it's different medians as well. They're using different materials. Bandit's
Oh, yeah,
using a
true.
pencil. Bluey's using like Crayola markers. Bingo's using crayons.
Crayons,
And
yeah.
then I love this
And
detail.
pasta.
Yeah, and
Pasta?
pasta. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Remember the pasta? Yeah, the pasta tree.
Yeah. Right. We'll get to that because that's really weird. But what I love, this small detail, and I bet the animators were just like, yes, thank you for letting us put that or something because like I don't know. I just have as yeah. Looney?
Looney? What?
What?
I was about to say loony.
Looney?
Okay,
For what
chili.
purpose?
Chili.
You were stuck. Looney.
Oh, those are
Chili.
very different words.
There goes Austin.
I'm very
Aiden
sick right now, by
Looney.
the way.
Austin?
Every time you make me laugh, I'm going to physically die.
He just called you Austin too.
No,
What?
I have a friend named Austin.
Oh,
You look similar.
that's okay. I'll take
Mix
the name
it up.
Austin too. It's kind of cool.
Anyway, so she has Copic markers. She has like a pouch of Copic markers,
What
which
are
are
Copic
really
markers?
they're alcohol-based markers. They're
Okay.
very expensive. They're like
Oh,
I think I
yeah.
have some. I
they're
think
like
I have some.
$8 for marker. No, you don't.
Wait, what are they called?
Copic.
Copic markers? I think I've seen that
Let me
before.
see. I have.
This is- There's no way. Do you
No, he might.
understand how much just a pack of
They're $8
Eight-
per marker.
Oh, never mind. I have infinity markers.
Oh, okay.
What
I
are
don't know
infinity
those are.
markers?
How do I think they're not supposed to run out?
Oh, that's cool.
How?
I don't know.
No, I guess it just
Science.
works. It just works. That's
You just make it really long.
yeah. It just goes on and on and on forever.
Exactly. It just goes on till
The only color is transparent.
Yeah.
It's just a
Uh,
thing of transparent markers.
but I love that detail. I just wanted to mention that. The sound mixing in this episode is loud. Am I the only one who noticed that?
Not
Anytime they
really.
do any like magic stuff or Bingo and her like motorcycle, it's so loud. You can hear the characters still, so that's fine, but it's just like loud. Like more loud than anything in the episode. It's really weird. I'm not sure if I'm the
To be
only one who
fair,
noticed that.
Band's character is pretty loud. When he's still in that car at the end, it kind of had to be loud.
Yeah, I get that, but it was like throughout the episode, anytime they did like,
hmm
especially the magic stuff, it was just really loud.
I didn't notice that, but also I don't usually pick up things audibly. I usually pick up things
Mm,
like visually.
mhm.
So I'm not as
Audibly, let's talk about the music.
oh
Music's super fun in this episode. It's like, what do you call it? Like adventure, like epic adventure kind of
yeah,
music.
it fits the theme. Which
Exactly.
is
It's
that
got
gonna be on
like
the new Rug
the
Island album? Is gonna be on that? Because they announced
oh my
that.
god. Right, I forgot about
Oh, and
that.
something even more important to touch on about that is that the Rug Island album being announced confirms. Remember that thing that got leaked where it has like the timeline of what's happening with Bluey? We're like 2024, 2025, 2026.
I
It
don't
was
remember
the
that.
Rug I Okay, so I don't know if I can find it again because I don't remember where I found it. I think
Let's
I
do it.
sent it to you. If I keep looking up 1 second, I'll find it. But it is yes, right here. So I'm gonna send that in. And this was leaked before it actually the Rug Island album was even announced.
This looks fake.
It does, but it also looks
Annual
like it could be
album?
real. And it has been proven to be real because it did predict the Rug Island
Rug
album
Island.
by name.
Wait,
Yeah,
that's weird.
which means that the rest of it might also be correct. Doesn't
I mean, it's
100%
not.
it. Maybe someone caught leaks. Maybe
It
someone
could
spread
be.
information, but it could also be real. So
Oh my god,
it
season 4
you
and
know
season 5?
yeah
Ooh.
over the next
Okay.
2 years, which seems
Okay,
unlikely,
that's
but
interesting.
it could be.
I didn't know about that.
Because I love music of Bluey, but I also want new episodes, so this also is kind of
I was so
important.
happy when they said they were releasing another album. I've been dying for them to release another
I
album.
will definitely be
I
listening to it for sure.
pray they put Flat Pack on the album. Please.
Oh, oh yeah.
Please. I will
Although
cry in
they
my
might
living
not,
room.
they might not, because I don't think
It
it
is
is.
original.
It
It is
is.
original. Entirely original.
Are you sure? Because I feel like I heard it was. No, that's
You're
what.
thinking of Sleepy Time.
No. I know that, but I also think when we talked to why am I blanking on his name?
Eugene?
Chris Bennett. There we go. I think
Oh,
we had a discussion, the first interview we had with him, where we were talking about the music of Flat Pack, and he said something like it wasn't original or something like that. And I think we had a debate about it because I think you
no,
said
he
it
was
was.
talking. It was original, but then he remembered that he was thinking about something else because there was that moment in the podcast. I actually remember that. I
hmm
think he was like yelling out loud. He's like, "No, I meant the other." Like I
Yeah.
remember
Okay.
that. He's like mid sentence. He said that.
Okay. Because
God,
I
we
guess
need Chris
that tripped me
back.
up. Yeah.
We need Chris back.
I love Chris.
I know
He's
it's
great.
been like 3 episodes, but
Yeah. It's been like 3
he should
episodes, but
he should become the fourth
he
member of the
should be the
podcast.
fourth member. That would be awesome, but it would be impossible to do because of time zones.
That would be
Mhm.
so cool if we could get him as the fourth member.
And he has
It would
children.
basically be an official Blue podcast.
Mhm.
Do you say and his children?
No,
and
I
he
said
has children.
Oh,
I
and
mean, I
his
basically
children.
have
Meaning
children
he's
too.
not-
No, I
I
don't.
was like adding his children as like members of the
Yeah.
podcast would go crazy.
That would be crazy.
that would be interesting having like a child's perspective on the
It's also
episodes.
It would
very.
be. I thought about like bringing my sister on the podcast. I'm like, that's probably an awful idea because she probably just say nonsense for like 2 hours straight.
Like there
Like,
are
not even
like,
related to
there
Bluey.
are there are
She's
Bluey
5.
podcasts out there that are just kids.
Yeah, no.
There are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how
Anyone can
young?
make a podcast.
No, it's like a parent and their kid.
Oh, a parent and their kid.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So I was like, if it was
I'm
just
not a
like
fan
a
of
kid
those.
controlled podcast, then it's like, oh, that could go off the rails so quick. But yeah, I bet there are.
That'd actually be pretty cool to watch or listen
Mhm.
to. It'd be really funny to listen to.
I'll check one.
So
Interesting. Oh, sorry.
So throughout this it's okay. So throughout this episode, they are telling a story about going to see this dragon kind of thing. Like I don't know why they're going to
It's a
see the
dragon.
dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why? Oh, the
Because
treasure.
every good story has a dragon. Every dragon is
I know.
treasure.
And
Yeah.
they're going to get the treasure. That's why.
Yeah. Have
Anyway,
you never read Lord of the
and
Rings?
I never read it.
Or watched
No,
the movies?
I watched the movies.
Yeah, see?
There's
Oh, wait,
actually
that was The Hobbit, wasn't
side
it?
note. No, maybe I don't know.
I think it was
Side
The
note,
Hobbit.
whatever. Side note. When we were done watching the Lord of the Rings, the 4-hour one, we
watched
were
those too.
neglecting our dog, and it was like near the very ending. And just to be like, screw you, our dog sat right in front of our TV and let out the biggest pee ever. It
No.
covered like a meter of like, and she just didn't stop. She didn't. She just kept going.
Did she just look you
She
dead in the
was like,
eyes?
yeah. She was like as dead in the
Yeah.
eyes as she was doing it. She was like,
Yeah.
"This is what you get."
Stop watching Lord of the Lord of the Wings.
Lord of the
Lord of
Lord
Wings.
of the
Wings.
Rings.
Lord
Let
of the
me
Wings.
out. Lord of the Wings.
Anyway, but because it's through drawings, they have to draw the scenes and the
Mhm.
characters and things every time. So Bluey draws a dragon at first, and then gets like, this isn't that good.
It's
So
a very
they
round
just,
dragon.
yeah, they just say, oh, it's Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah.
Because Bandit said that, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's that because my
Humpty
dad
Dumpty.
thinks it's
Yeah.
that. That's
Chili's
the worst.
rendition of like the forest though was beautiful. The
Oh my
shading and
god,
everything.
how
Like
she did that in 2 seconds? Like, how?
well, probably not like
Do you wonder? Do you think the family was just waiting for her to finish? Like they were just
probably,
sitting
yeah.
there. They were just sitting there while Chili was doing that for like 2
They're
hours or
probably off
something.
doing their own things though. Because she's probably just standing there drawing, like or sitting
Oh,
there
that's a
drawing
good
and
point.
then
I'm like, it does. You cannot draw stuff that detailed that quickly.
not really that quick. I mean, it wasn't incredibly detailed, but it was neat. Like
It was
Neat,
pretty
yeah.
detailed.
it was
There was
detailed,
like
but not
shape.
like yeah. But there's detailed, and there's neatly made where it has the details
Yeah.
it needs, but it's not like photorealistic, which
It's
people can draw
probably
photorealistic.
she probably only drew like a few trees, and then
Yeah.
the episode pretended to go through the forest.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love the wise talking tree because Chili's to her arms hurt from drawing all the trees, so Bandit draws it.
And then they're like, Bingo, how about you do it?
Is that the one with the bow tie? Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
pasta bow
yeah.
tie.
The pasta bow tie.
Which is interesting because that is it's like a real piece of
It's like a
pasta
realistic
that they
pasta.
composited on top of the actual like show. Like they had it there and animated with like the tree.
Exactly. And it would make sense because like, oh, it's a drawing and
You just
it's
put
like,
pasta on top, yeah.
funny. It's like a little pasta. But the fact that it's a realistic
yeah.
pasta
No,
means
it's real, yeah.
where did they get that? Because it doesn't look like the Bluey art
The
style.
one thing that disagrees with the Bluey art style in the Bluey
That
universe.
one piece of pasta.
Because we
That
haven't
might
had
be
something...
that might be the only like instance of like realistic anything. That's
See,
not
I
true.
was about to
Yeah.
say
Puppet.
that, but that's not true. Yeah,
Puppet.
exactly.
Puppet with the hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That I was literally
That
about to say
episode's
that, yeah.
not real. That episode's
Nope,
not
episode
real.
nope,
never
I
happened.
refuse to believe that. Yeah.
No. Anyway, they pass through the tree. I mean, they get flung from the tree.
Yeah. Wait, we forgot to mention this. Because if we forget to mention it, then all the middle-aged
never mind.
dads are going to be angry at us. But he does say a quote that's "Say hello to my little friend," which is a line from the movie Scarface, so we can't forget to mention that.
I was gonna say that, but I was like, that sounds too cringe. So I didn't.
No, we have to mention that.
I didn't know it. I didn't know. I
Because
knew it
every
was from
middle-aged dad was
something.
going to comment on it. You know?
All the middle-aged dads that watch
middle-aged dads that watch our podcast.
All the ones that watch the podcast.
We
'cause
just
that is
get
our
voice
demographic.
messages.
I
where it's
looked
like,
at our
"Say hello to my little friend."
I looked at our stats the other day. We have 100% male audience. When did that happen? Yeah,
There's gotta be
that's a
some
little
females.
disappointing. There's
I
not
mean, to be
one.
fair, we are 3 guys.
I
So,
get that, but like
yeah,
it's disappointing.
maybe.
Anyway, so Chili suggests like, oh, let's camp here, and then probably one of the best frames in Bluey, moon.
Moon?
You know what
Wait,
I'm?
hold on, I'm
The,
confused.
you don't know that part?
I
It's
need to check them
nighttime,
out.
and they show a split second of the sky, and there's a moon, and it just says moon.
The What I
Elijah, do
feel
you know
like
what
I
I'm talking
saw
about?
that, but because here's
The,
the thing, I feel like I saw that, and does the moon say moon or just say moon on
the
it?
moon says moon.
The moon says moon because I'm
Like
seeing in
it's
the
Bandit's
the
voice.
script.
It's
Yeah,
Bandit's
no,
voice saying moon.
yeah, I see it. I see it in the script.
I'm not
No, you're
crazy.
not crazy. We're not saying you're crazy. I must have missed that. Towards the middle, I was a little bit like clocked
Actually,
out, and I clocked back in towards the end.
we were talking about middle-aged dads. I'm looking at our numbers.
Yeah,
Our average, our 50% of our audience is 18 to 22,
makes
and
sense.
45 to 59.
45 to 59. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Middle age. That's
So
why I'm trying to piece middle-aged dads. You know,
the middle-aged
you
dads, they
can't
are
you
here.
cannot talk about this episode without talking about the Scarface quote. Like you just have to.
I didn't know it was from something. Anyway,
I knew it was from something. I was just like, wait, hold on, what is it? I'm like, oh yeah, Scarface. I forgot. I've never watched the show or the movie, but I have seen the scene. I have seen the scene. That's a homophone. I'm pretty sure homophone's a word, right?
huh?
When two words sound the same but have a different meaning, homophone or spelled differently. I'm not
Maybe.
crazy. Homophone.
This just in. Aiden is crazy.
No, no. Homophones are words that sound the same but have different meanings and often different spellings.
I didn't know that.
I'm correct. Versus like mayonnaise versus man there is. Innuendo versus in your window. And mustache versus mustache. What is this?
Exercise, extra fries.
Yeah, he gets it. Oh my gosh. The innuendo and in your window got me. That was mad funny. Because it's innuendo and in your window. That's so
Anyway.
random. Sorry. I lost that
nighttime.
tangent there.
It's nighttime. Bluey's sad because she can't draw because she's bad at drawing. Because she doesn't know how to draw a dragon. So Chili tells Bluey to cast a memory spell on the dad to show a memory from his past of him drawing cars. And may I say, those cars are good.
Yeah.
Like, those are
They're pretty
good.
cool.
Those are good cars. Anyway, he loved drawing cars, and then Bucky Dunstan said, "Does it look like a car?" And then Bandit gave up.
Buggy don't always talk about.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, because Bucky is in, of course, Bucky's in the sign, like you're probably about to mention. I'm sorry, I took that from you. I took that from you. I'm sorry.
That is
but...
that is one of the best things Bluey has ever done. Was bring a character mentioned once and make it a whole character with a marketing campaign and a whole website and a web page. That was so funny. Did you see those commercials that they did in Australia?
Yeah, I did.
They didn't even mention the word Bluey or the show. They just said, Bucky Dunstan, and everyone knew.
Everyone knew, yeah.
Because it's Australia.
It's an icon, yeah. It's like a world icon, yeah.
That's like the best part of this episode. Ugh, yeah. Bucky Dunstan.
But here's the thing that confuses me. Like, if I don't like someone, I'm not gonna hire them to be my real estate agent or my realtor, you know?
He's good at it.
Is he though?
Yeah.
Because he
got the house sold.
That's true. That is true.
And convinced those people to buy the house even though they didn't have a pool.
That's true. He probably promised to build them a pool.
Yeah.
But
it is interesting though. It is interesting. Why would you want to do that to yourself? But
because out of everyone, why would you go for Bucky?
And you
Because
could
he's
just tell in the
annoying.
episode.
You
Yeah,
can tell
he's
that
like,
he's annoyed. Like,
"Peanuts!"
Bandit does not like Bucky at
Hey,
all.
how you going?
Yeah.
Um, but then, uh, Bluey puts a memory spell on Chili, and we get a flashback to baby Chili. It's so cute.
Oh,
And
baby Chili.
she's trying to draw horses, but kind of struggling. They don't look exactly like horses. And then
They look pretty
Chili's
good.
mother shows up for the first time ever and tells her it's like, yeah, it's not good yet, but you're only 6 years old.
Nah,
Just
we
keep
can't lie. Those are
getting
actually
better.
pretty decent horse
I mean,
drawings.
they were
They're
pretty
not
good.
photorealistic, but they were pretty good. They were
I mean, they didn't.
stylized, we'll say that. Because I have a
They were like,
friend who draws horses kind of similar to that, but like they're good. Like they're good, they're good. It was kind of like that kind of style.
no, yeah, like in like 2 years she would be able to do it. Maybe not even like maybe a
Yeah.
month or two. She'd have it down. Anyway, this part's very cute and emotional because after um Blue is like, your mother sounds lovely or sounds nice. And then Chili says, yeah, she was. And then it cuts to music and traveling on, which I always find why? That's not very Bluey of you.
I think it's a
You
perfect
have to
ending. What do you mean? It's a
you have
perfect
to
ending.
yeah, but you gotta
You don't have to explain
marinate
everything.
in you don't have to explain it, but you have to stay in the moment for a little bit longer.
Not
Just a tad.
necessarily.
I just this is the thing I have against this episode. We'll get there. Um,
Want to talk about Jumanji the next level?
why?
Here's the thing. So I'm reading like the Blue Wiki. I think I mentioned this to Elijah, but when Chili, I'm reading like this, like the trivia section. It says when Chili's horse flies away, this could possibly be a reference to the movie Jumanji: The Next Level, where Milo Walker is a horse and he flies away in the end because he was dying and wanted to be at peace. It could represent the same where Chili let her horse go free, parentheses her mom, to let her be at peace.
No.
No, because here's the
No.
thing. Here's the thing. Now people are
That's
gonna
been done to
hear.
death.
Yeah, people are gonna hear like the clicking of my keys because I have Opera GX. But let me look up the Jumanji the Next Level
That movie
release.
sucked. That movie
I don't even
sucked.
remember it, but it came out in 2019. And this
It is
season came out
possible.
in 2022. Like this
2023,
season of
actually, I
Bluey.
think.
Oh, 2023. But either way, I don't think it's referencing
No,
a
that's
very
stupid.
mid. It's not even like the original Jumanji movies.
Can I just say how horrible this movie was? It lost all its meaning from the last movie. It was a snooze fest. Just
It was.
practical. Just to have The Rock and Kevin Hart as gonna be a great old time.
It was
No,
it was a fun bad. It was an entertaining bad.
it wasn't an entertaining.
It was
It's
for
like
me.
it is a 3 out of 10. It's the worst movie I've seen this year.
Seeing this, it came out in 20. Oh, like
I
you've
know, but I
seen
didn't watch
so
it.
far
Yeah,
this year.
yeah. Although, and then after that is probably The Matrix.
That's the third Jumanji? Oh wait, because yeah, the original one's kind of the first. Original one was fire. But yeah, this is probably not a reference to that. I don't know
No, that's
who
stupid.
was going crazy in the Blue Wiki, but that's not
They're like, oh my god, the horse! It liked the episode. No.
yeah.
I do want to mention quickly. In fact, check this on the wiki to correct
Mm-hmm.
me, but I'm pretty sure that this episode came out during Mother's Day on the day of,
Yes.
I
Australia
believe.
Mother's Day 2023.
Exactly. And that's beautiful in itself that they were able to plan that this great episode. Oh my god. I remember this month in particular because every week we got a new Bluey episode. Do you
Mm-hmm.
remember that?
I do.
That was amazing. And then we ended with Cricket.
That was when I started getting to Bluey. When they start, I think when Cricket hit was when I joined like the Discord server and I met y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Yep.
I like, was that like the end of it? Well, I started watching all the episodes through about a month prior. So probably
Mhm.
the episodes were coming out as I was watching them, but I started
Yeah.
from the beginning because you know, I wanted to see the whole thing.
Mhm.
And I eventually did get to the later episodes. I think when we started the podcast, I hadn't watched all the episodes yet. Pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah, no, I
You didn't
hadn't.
watch all
Because
the
I
episodes
was a
before we
very
started the
new
podcast?
Bluey
Yeah, I
fan.
remember he didn't.
I was a
Yeah.
very new Bluey fan. Remember when we did that tier list the first time we met?
Oh my
I
god.
didn't know all the episodes.
You're so right.
And we started the podcast a week
We have
later.
to do that
Exactly.
again.
We should. That would be fun. Reevaluate all of them. It'd be hard to do on stream, but we have a YouTube, so maybe
Yeah, go subscribe to the
possibly
YouTube channel
we might do
to
switch to stuff for
hear
the YouTube question mark.
episodes and potentially some content if possible.
I do have one video up there that I made the YouTube channel
Oh, that's
54,
true. That's true.
and then I put the podcast up there because apparently you can just RSS feed is amazing. It's great. I did not know how good it was until a year later, so recommend it.
So after this emotional scene, we're back to like funny, haha. There's a thing throughout this episode that Bandit's pants are itchy.
Yeah.
And
what's it called? Like
the
the
furry jocks.
furry jocks, yeah.
The furry jocks is like a reoccurring joke, and it's kind of funny, but it just is. It's not that funny. I don't know. It's a little weak. But there's like a scene where he's like saying the words, but they're changing different sceneries and stuff, which makes me think that they also have to draw those sceneries. How long did this session take
Ages.
between them? It must have been at least like 6 hours of just drawing,
Yeah.
and half of it is like nothing.
Well, here's the thing, like
Guys, it's 1 a.m.
we got yeah, it usually tends to be. I was here on time. I'm just saying. Yeah,
I was also here on time.
but we gotta suspend what?
He just like hit his face.
We gotta
he said that.
suspend our disbelief a little bit here because it is an animated TV show, and you
Yeah.
know, it's gonna be fast paced because that's how you make a show. But I guess we're gonna talk canonically. Then yeah, probably they're sitting around drawing for hours. There probably wasn't music playing, but they were advancing their own story by their drawings.
Heaven music.
Yeah. I don't think some you know dragon theme was
Mariachi
playing.
band.
Yeah, there was a mariachi band outside the porch window playing for him.
That'd be funny. So they make it to the dragon's cave.
I'm good. I'm fine.
They make it to the dragon's cave, and they find mounds of treasure.
Mounds of treasure.
Mounds of treasure.
And a dragon.
And the dragon. And Bandit pants burn off. So what does that do again?
Do they burn off? Or they just
Yeah, they burn off.
They burn off.
Burn off.
And then Louis turns the dragon into a purse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never understood.
Don't know why a purse, but
That happened.
okay.
But
And
in
then
doing
Bandit
so,
summons a car out of nowhere.
well, yeah, but hold on. Before that, the entrance gets blocked, and then because of Bluey and her like determination to draw the dragon, he decides to also draw the car again because she says like it's not that. It's
Oh,
not.
sorry, I had to
It's
hear
not
that.
that.
It worked. It
I'm
drove.
really tired.
It's not that good. And then Chili's like, it's good for a 6-year-old because like that's what her mom said. Anyway.
Wholesome.
So Bandit
Awesome.
draws a car, and then they bash
Bingo.
out.
Wait,
to the
hold on.
cave.
This is an example of where like the
Yeah.
individual like art styles are done, whereas they're speaking out of that cave. Bingo's just like her mouth is like her top of her head is like dislodged from like the rest of her body.
Yeah.
And she's like screaming, so it's like her body's like down here, but their entire rest of her mouth is just like open up to like triple her body height. Like cartoony. Which is pretty funny and pretty interesting because we're talking about like difference of like drawing styles, but also like animation styles for each of the characters. Because none of the other characters did that well when the car was in motion.
And then they make it out and they do the dance thing. Why do they have the dance thing, by the way? I thought it was gonna be some
You always have to
thing.
dance. Yeah.
I
You
know,
have to
but they have
dance,
it like
but like
a
it's
split
a
second.
fantasy quest. You have to dance.
You have to
Oh,
dance,
okay.
yeah.
I don't know this stuff.
Have you
I don't know
never
this
have
stuff.
you never played Elder Scrolls Oblivion? You just hit the
No,
gritty right then and there.
Yep. Yep. Right foot.
So
I've
it's
never heard that
awesome.
song in my life.
And then you beat Elder Scrolls. What's the one that they keep remaking or they keep putting out on new
Elden
platforms?
Ring?
Elder Ring is not
Alright.
Elder Scrolls. No, not Oblivion, but
Nerd talk.
Skyrim. Skyrim, yeah, at the end of
Oh
Skyrim,
yeah,
like
Skyrim.
you
Skyrim.
hit the Dougie, yeah, yeah. When you beat the final boss, yeah.
Okay, well,
I've never
I
played
didn't get
Skyrim.
that. So there's some nice symbolism here with the car because it is kind of not retrofitted, but it's like in a
Like,
way that it kind of looks like the car that they have in real life. And it looks like, the family car. And
yeah,
Chili is still wanting
Yep.
the mother to come with them. It's like, come with, be a part of this journey. But it's like, you're not coming. And then she says, like, thank you. And
It's
then
actually
lets the
the
horse go.
horse.
Huh?
And what that stands for is Chili wants her mom to be in that part of her life that
your mic is cutting
she
in
Oh,
and out
left
yeah,
like
a
you've said
crazy.
while
it better.
ago.
You've said it better. I meant it like that, but you said it
Yeah,
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you meant.
Yeah. Um,
And so it's just kind of like Chili not moving moving forward, not
mhm,
forgetting, but
yeah,
accepting.
hmm
exactly. I wonder if she was struggling with that before this episode.
Maybe
It kind of
to some
alludes to
degree,
that she was. Yeah.
Hmm.
but
When?
also maybe just like a constant passing thought, you know?
Yeah.
Like a
I
thought
mean,
just
I
kind of
think
just go away. Like it's not always there, but it's like, oh yeah, you can give it from time to
I
time.
I don't know what I'm gonna do once someone who's dear to me dies.
I
I
do.
really
Yeah, I don't
don't
either.
know how I'm gonna react because I get scared when people leave the house
hmm
and don't come back like on the dot.
hmm
What the hell is that gonna be when it terrifies me because like what will happen to me and in doing so what will that turn me into? I don't want to be unpleasant to be around, but
It's
I
kind of
don't know.
different for Christians depending on how,
Yeah, that's a
because
good point.
you know
Same
we
for
know we'll see
us.
him again. So it
We're good
depends.
people.
It
Yeah,
depends on
but
your
you
point of view
still
in the
have to
world.
wait. You still have to wait
Yeah,
in that case.
but
I don't.
like in my situation, I lost both my grandmothers in the past few years,
Oh.
and one was like going away mentally, and one was going away physically. So when
Oh.
they kind of passed away, it was like, oh, well, that's better for them, to be honest, because I mean, neither of them were in a very good situation. Because one of them had
Yeah.
Alzheimer's, the other one was, you know, stuck to a
Oh
chair all the
my.
time because of a lot of medical issues. So,
Oh my. Jeez. How old were they?
they live pretty long lives. I think, my mom's side of the family probably like it was late 70s, maybe early 80s. With my grandma, on my dad's side, that was definitely mid to late 80s for sure.
Mm.
So
It's
they live
actually
good long lives.
it is getting to that point because there's someone in my family who is like getting there. I think they're
hmm
86. They're healthy. Um, and I don't see them too often, but I know it's gonna happen, and I'm
It'll
not
happen
gonna be happy
eventually.
about it. It'll happen eventually. I'm not gonna be happy about it because that'll be like the first time. It's crazy. I have so many friends, and they have like, sorry for the dark turn, but
Yeah, it's a good discussion. It's related to
uh,
the episode as well.
yeah, exactly. But it's like I have so many friends who like are always going to funerals. I have
hmm
never been to one funeral. Not
I've been to
one
one.
family member, and I have a lot of family members. I've met at least 50 of my family members. Not one of them in my lifetime has died while I'm alive.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not true. My grandmother, but like it was basically when I was born, so
hmm
it didn't
Same
mean
here.
anything to me.
Yeah.
She died like
It's
a little
very
bit before my
different.
first birthday.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
Elijah, you should repeat yourself, but be a bit louder.
Yeah, mine died like just before my first birthday.
Mm.
Both my grandfathers as well died before I was born, so I didn't really get to know them. My grandmothers, though, I had my whole life.
Mhm.
I got to know them pretty well. A little bit too well. One
Yeah,
of them came to
it's
live with
rough
us
for me
for
because I
quite a
don't
while.
know my family.
Mm.
Like I don't know who else is out there.
Really?
It's an
Yeah, it's like
interesting
that for my mother's
concept.
side of the family. Yeah.
Well,
That's
no,
really
like
interesting.
like I've never met my actual parents.
Oh yeah, that's true. Is Owen's just like, what?
Owen, what do you? Oh, you know this?
Did you
I didn't know
forget
this.
he's adopted?
I didn't know that.
No.
Maybe
How?
I bet you mentioned it, but I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
that.
That's true. Yeah, that does. I kind of forgot about that, but yeah, that does make sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was about to say
It does make it
because
a little
like
bit interesting.
for my
Because I also
family,
have an adopted sister, so
yeah, for my family, we don't talk like too often, but we talk like at least twice every year because we have Thanksgiving and then we have Christmas usually. Thanksgiving we all go to Perry Sound, and my uncle, my aunt, my grandmother, and my grandfather are all there, and it's
sorry.
and we've had other like reunions. Again, I've seen at least 50 of my family members, and it's like second cousins, twice removed, all that jazz. Like great uncles, great aunts, that kind of stuff. But no, it's interesting to me just personally when not a lot of people do that. I don't think. I don't think many people see a lot of their family members.
On my dad's side of the family, we have about 100 people gather in one dude's house in Illinois, and it's pretty interesting. I have some good
Okay.
stories from that. Yeah, it's fun.
I genuinely don't remember the last time I spoke to one of my cousins.
I have like one cousin, and he lives in South Africa, so he's so far away. And then on my mom's side of the family, pretty much all of her relatives live in Australia,
Well, I'm talking about
and
like
she hasn't
like
seen him in her
really.
life.
I don't talk to my extended family at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
do
think
on my dad's
cousins,
side, but
when it comes to cousins, it's like they're either cool or not cool. There's no in between.
yeah,
I have some pretty cool cousins.
I don't know yet. I haven't seen him in a while, so he's kind of cool. I
Right.
think he's cool.
I'll talk more about it after the podcast.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I
This
hate
is
to
not a
touch
little.
back on the death topic, but it's a
Oh,
lot
great.
different. It's a lot different when they're old and have lived a long, good life than when
Yeah,
they're young.
yeah.
Because
Of
when
course.
they're young, that's when it just hits like a bullet to the heart. And that's like where the fear really comes in. But like
hmm
when they're old and they've lived a good long life, that's a little bit of a different story.
Yeah. No, I didn't mean that.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain there's several of my family members who are probably about ready to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they will. I don't think they will. They're healthy. But I mean, like, if they were to, I think they'd be like
Yeah.
content with that.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah.
What a way to end
Right.
that off.
Yeah.
As
Shoot.
always.
Hold on. I was trying to finish his
wait.
thought. Let him calm down.
I just want to mention one thing super quickly. Two things. This episode feels really short to me. I don't know why.
It
This
feels
episode
long to me.
feels
feels
way
long.
shorter than the other episodes.
No, definitely not. It feels longer to me.
I don't
Maybe
know why.
because of the
I don't know
breakup
why.
of the different like scenes, I guess.
Maybe.
Because
Yeah,
it's a lot
fast
more broken
paced.
up. Yeah.
It's fast paced. That's
But it
probably
also
why.
feels like it doesn't go through. I guess for me, it feels like
They
the
don't-
breaking up of the scenes makes the scenes feel longer to me. But I guess for you, it makes it
Exactly,
feel
but
faster.
I think it's fast paced, and they don't take any time to resonate with what's happening.
That's true.
They don't-
But doesn't
The most
necessarily have to.
emotional part of the episode lasts 3 seconds, and then it's done. Then the
not
episode's
every
done.
emotional part of the episode should be like a a Disney Channel laugh track, like
This
where
is
they
Bluey.
wait to yeah.
Yeah, but at the same
give you time to
time,
cry.
the the episode's not about the emotion, like
Yeah.
that specifically. It's just a side part of the episode.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It's not there to make you cry. It's there to like kind of instill some like
But that's why it's
a
high up
moral
on
to
the
you.
list.
Yeah. I don't think it's top 10, but I think it's a very good episode. It should be in the top 20% for sure.
Well, let's see where you think it should be. What would you rank this episode on a scale 1 to 10?
Oh, what a
oh yeah, scale of 1
transition.
to 10. I'm gonna give it a solid. I'm gonna give it a solid 8. I gotta
What I
be
was gonna
honest.
say.
It's an 8.
I'm giving it.
I
an
can't
8,
believe
too.
you gave Show and Tell a 4, and you're giving this an
There's
8.
a good reason I gave it 8 because this episode
No.
does
Wait, what did
something
I
really
rate
well.
Show and Tell?
I think you rated it like a 7.
Yeah, no, Show and Tell was great.
My ranking
Yeah.
scale might be different from the way that you rank things, but I consider the worst episode of Bluey 1 and the best episode of Bluey 10. So that's the scale I rank it from.
Oh, okay.
Because I think if y'all made a 1 to 10 tier list, it would probably end up with none of them being in 1, 2, or 3, maybe 4, but it'd probably be 5 and up. Would be where most of the episodes land. So I rank it from a lowest to a highest, as far as how the episodes go.
Okay,
So that's why I gave
that makes
Show and Tell
more
a 4.
sense.
I gave this one an 8 because I think I rank it quite high. It's not quite a 9 because I guess Escape does
No.
what it's trying to do better because like the drawing style is really good in Escape, whereas like in this one it doesn't do it quite to that degree, but it still does it well and it does a difference and variation of the character designs, which I really appreciate. So that's why I gave it an 8 because it does something unique, and we learn about Chili and her mom, so it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Good
Okay, that's a
episode.
good point. What would you give it, Elijah?
He gave it an 8.
8. Yeah. I give it an
Okay. So on IMDb, I have given this episode a 7. I'm going to
So
say 6.5.
you're gonna give it, okay, so you're giving it a 6.5.
I'm giving this episode a 6.5.
So that
It
probably
is
brings
good,
it down to like a
but it is not as good as people think it is. In my opinion.
okay. That's like 7.5. Yeah, 7.5.
7.5. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a 7.5.
I am okay with that.
Yeah. I think it does what it's trying to do very well. It's a different episode.
I think they could have done it better.
I'm not offended by the way they did it. Now they left time for more emotion.
like it.
I get
Offended by
it, but like no, but I mean like offended by when I say the term offended, I think like I'm not thrown off
He's
by
not
it, or I'm not
upset,
off-put. I'm not
or-
upset
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. He's
I'm
not
like I'm
upset.
content with it basically is what I'm
Exactly.
trying to say. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
But
I think
yeah,
it's a pretty good episode.
I mean, it was a pretty solid episode.
Yeah, it's okay.
Elijah, you've been so away from your mic like it's far off. We can't hear you.
I know.
But yeah, it was a solid episode. Oh. Yeah, solid episode.
Guess he's got a case of Mike shoe or shoe Mike.
Mike Shoe sounds better.
Mike shoe. I like. No, I think shoe Mike's better because you put the mic in the shoe.
Okay.
So Mike shoe.
now that we're talking
I
about,
get it.
Yeah.
now that we're talking about nothingness, I think it's the best time to say. As always, I'm Elijah.
I'm Aiden.
And I'm Owen.
And this has been the Around the Creek podcast. See you next time.
Have a lovely night. Bye.